Welcome to my art education unit called Fear No Art. My name's Bohdi Hodges, and I am a late generation general educator with a knack for social emotional learning and a love of all things related to third grade. This third grade unit has been designed by me to support innovation and risk-taking. I'm finding that children are crippled nowadays by anxiety and fear of making mistakes. This unit invites students to fear no art and to learn about 7 contemporary artists. Each lesson begins the same way, with lessons in keyword vocabulary and structured discussions. Glow and Grow is the name of the critique document that students will use in the middle of each project to learn how to give and get criticism. Students then have a chance to revise their work and implement new ideas. Here's an example of my assessments that I've mentioned and that I'm excited to use in this unit. The first lesson presents as an aesthetic puzzle. It invites students to look at ephemeral play and the art of Andy Goldsworthy. Here's an example of how Think, Pair, Shares are embedded in this unit. Thinking maps are used as graphic organizers in the unit to help organize student thinking. Lesson 2 invites students to compare and contrast the work of minimalist painter Bryce Morden and Julia Miretu. Bryce is on the left. They're quite breathtaking. It always takes my breath away when I look at these two. The students are going to be highly engaged and ultimately create a collaborative mural that will be on public display either on campus or maybe downtown at the library. The next artist is a photojournalist named Justin Sutcliffe, whose fascination with vases and found objects invites wonder. Students will create Google Slides featuring the phenomena called pareidolia. Then we will move on to make our own watercolor pareidolia puppets. Mr. David Hockney fuels the creativity in the next lesson. After studying his use of patterns and color, students will make oil pastel and watercolor paint samples to use in a Hockney-inspired landscape collage. Here's a sample of one of the unit handouts that I've included to help students learn about the artist and then practice some of his techniques. Kimmy Cantrell from Georgia is the next contemporary artist. Students will discuss and learn about him and then go on to make a clay mask using a slab and 3D form construction. Instead of glazing the bisque-fired clay, they will apply oil pastels and a black tempera wash to create a batik finish. Finally, we come to the last artist, illustrator Naomi Bona. Students will learn about this Italian woman and discuss and then create a self-portrait diptych in her style. That's me on the right, by the way. For the children, I'll encourage them to have a happy and perhaps a sad face so we can get that social emotional learning in. And then finally, it's time to wrap up. In the final lesson, I'm going to ask you to revisit that question of, is this play or is this art? Students will make a portfolio cover that will house all of their new art containing all the techniques that they've used, and the portfolio can be completely made by them but must feature the words "Fear No Art" somewhere. Students will then present their favorite piece in their portfolio to the class. This standard-based unit will be successful when students can transfer newly acquired skills in observation, communication, and resilience to all curricular areas. It'll be successful when they fear no art. If you'd like a list of references and resources that I've used for this unit, please visit me at my website featured below. Thank you.